record it. Last time I tried to record 2 calls back to back, it like erased the first one. So
okay, I think we're recording.
Okay, all right. Mallory, welcome to our call. We're like crazy town. We're good. Yay! I'm so glad you're here. Is your hand better?
It's getting there. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Sorry, I am so technology deficient. I'm like, I don't know how to work Zoom half the time. I'm like, I need my husband to set things up for me.
I think
but
we
my hands
are when we started.
Oh my gosh, I'm special. I think I text Kimberly about once a day or some random Marco, like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm glad you have Kimberly. That's really good.
She's wonderful.
Yeah.
But Adam seriously just started like crying and having a meltdown. And luckily my parents are here because he's supposed to be napping, but he's on the struggle bus today. So I'm like, okay. I really want to sit on this call.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you're here. All right. So what we have been doing on this call, we do it twice a month. And we talk about what's going well in our business and we're struggling with. I don't want to say what's not going well. That doesn't sound good. What are we struggling with? So who wants to go first? Anybody? Kimberly, you go. I'll call you out. Your hair's cute, by the way.
Well, what's going well is I'm almost at SC6. I should be this afternoon. So that's exciting. Invites are going good. I feel like got conversations going. Got a girl that signed up as a discount coach last month has decided she wants to jump in and coach. And I think
Kristen.
She's amazing. Kristen, yes.
Did I say she asked questions last night?
Yes, I was going to watch the call and go to the end and see what questions she asked so I could kind of help her with those if she had
I think
more.
It was about social media. Hey, bud.
Okay.
I think it was about social media. Was she the one that asked if it should be public or private? I can't remember.
Okay, I'll get on and
yeah.
Okay. But I think she's gonna be really good. She has an amazing story. Like she's lost several babies, miscarriages, and things like that, and just she talked on her stories today about just how God is intertwining her spiritual journey and her fitness journey, and just so I think she's going to be incredible. So I'm excited for her.
Team staying firm over there. She's popping.
I know. I'm excited. Like it is. I've been like so stressed about it like lately, and I've been reading that Holy Hustle book, which is like amazing.
I need to read it again.
And so I've just been really trying to be really intentional about just praying about it and resting in what God is going to do. And he's been so good and is doing good. So I'm excited.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So I guess I have to share my struggle.
That's okay. I dropped
my diamond today.
Okay.
But, and I think, and like this is totally my fault. Like, I feel like I can't keep track of my days anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like in my mind, I feel like I still had one more day last night. Like I had everything lined up. I lost track of time, I think. But so I should hit it back next week. I switched over a girl to Eric's account. My brother's signing up with a performance pack to try. He works out all the time and he uses other supplements. I'm like, hey, will you just try these for a month and tell me what you think? And he's like, sure. You know, he's single. He didn't have any, like, it's just him. So he's got like all this money. I'm like, come on, just do it for me. He's like, okay. So I should get it back next month. And then hopefully as my team starts building, it'll become more stable. And
yes, it will. And here's what I was going to say. I bet you won't drop again. Like you won't forget to check again.
No, I will not.
And 2, all of you guys in your phones, I would set a weekly reminder to check your downline on Sunday and Tuesday. Okay. Twice, or maybe like Saturday and Tuesday. It doesn't matter, but you know how it shows pending and active before the week rolls over. That way, like that gives you an opportunity. I would definitely check it twice a week. It gives you an opportunity to reach out to that person and say, hey, I noticed you were going inactive. Like, I don't know. It depends on if they're working or not. You know, if they're a working coach, they don't want to go inactive because they lose qualification for Success Club. And they also have to have that 90 PV. So, you know, But if they're not working, I just usually reach out and say, hey, I noticed you're going inactive. Is anything going on? Are you drinking your shakes? That type of thing. Because usually if they're going inactive, they're probably also not very engaged in the challenge group. And it's just a good opportunity to say, hey, how you doing? What's going on?
Yeah.
And to replace them if you need to. Yeah.
Right.
I have a question.
So, you don't have to raise your hand. Your one hand.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I just don't intersect because it just like popped in my head. So that is one thing I was going to ask you guys, since I've been leading my own challenge group. There's ladies that are signed up with me that I know are like exercising or drinking the shakes, but I keep reminding them via text, like, to get plugged into the challenge group. How do you guys battle that kind of stuff? Because not that I don't want to have these text messages with, one of them is an old girlfriend that I worked with. And I'm like, I just want it all to be in one pool where I can kind of, you know what I mean, coach everybody there versus all these side conversations of helping them every day. How do you guys deal with that?
So like I usually say, oh, that's awesome. Would you mind to post that in our challenge group? I know you would inspire so many other people, or if you're struggling with something, would you mind to share that in our challenge group? Because I know other women are struggling with the same thing. And I just kind of keep pushing them back that way. I am shocked at how many people just want to talk to you all day long. Like I have this one chick who boxers me all day long. And she was like, hey, I'm going to start boxing you. We're going to talk. She's pushy about it. I mean, I like her. It's just I don't have time. And then she's like, hey, you didn't see my 3 messages above. And she talks with me for 5 minutes at a time. My kids are like, Mom, who is that? But yeah, that's what I do. I don't know what the other girls do.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's just part of me getting over that side of the business that I can't control what everybody else is going to do. I want to support these women on their journey as best as I can, but I also can't make them do things. And I think I've expressed that to Kimberly. I'm like, I want them to succeed. I know what all the benefits are of all these things, but I can't make them be accountable and, for instance, plug into the challenge group. So, and I know, Rachel, you're on such a much bigger scale of that. It's like you can't proctor what everybody's doing every day. That's not, it's my job, but it's not my job. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure what I'm thinking, because again, I'm learning so many things. There's so much I don't know. I'm like, how do you guys deal with this? Because I can't have 15 different text messages of these things.
Another thing, and those are a lot of people already. Your new challengers are people already. As you grow and you reach out to new people that maybe don't have that close of a relationship with, that's not going to happen as much. But I kind of set up the expectation, even early on in the conversation, I'm going to support you through this challenge group. I'm going to email you every week. I'm going to give you a chance to check in with me through a Google form. And so that kind of let them know that's how I'll support you. And yeah, if they have a question, they can message me one-on-one, but I mean, I don't know, maybe I've just been attracting the wrong people lately, but these people want me all day long and I just can't do it. And so, I just get to it when I can, and I just say, hey, I'm sorry, I've been busy doing this. I was unplugged from whatever. So yeah, just, make time for them, but you also can just keep pushing them back to the challenge group.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome. All right. So Kimberly's popping. We're all going to set our reminders to check our downline.
Yes.
Hey,
can I ask a question about that? The downline again, I'm still kind of learning that. And I've looked so I'm just basically checking to see if people are active versus inactive.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's all I'm doing. And then I just reach out to them if I've noticed they've gone inactive. Mm-hmm. And is that primarily if they just haven't kept up on their shakes? Is that usually the prime reason for maybe a discount coach maybe?
Yeah. They delayed it or canceled it or something like that. Yeah. Because they can delay their order. So if they delay it and they skip a month, then they go inactive because they have to have at least 50 PV every 5 weeks, I think it is, to stay active. Okay. And so, yeah. So one reason you're looking also is if you have, I think Mallory, you have 4 on left leg, 2 on the other leg. So if you're 2 on your right leg go inactive, you drop back down to a coach status. You lose your emerald. Okay. So that's what Kimberly was saying. She dropped Diamond. Those coaches under Eric went inactive, so he dropped his emerald and it made her drop. So yeah, and that affects things like your income. It just does a lot of things. Your team growth, it affects things like that. So it's just, as a business owner, it's something that I like encourage you guys at this level to be aware of.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. You want to go next, Mallory? What's going well? What are you struggling with?
Yeah, I would just say my big thing right now is finding the courage to invite. I've been really looking at who consistently is, mainly my stories, which my posts, I think it ebbs and flows, what time of day, what the content is. I'm noticing who likes or even responds. But I feel like I have a pretty consistent following on my stories, and just I think I struggle with this, to me, because I'm still trying to overcome this step of fear of not putting myself in a box to invite people from those stories. Because I could name 40 people who consistently watch my stories from start to finish every day, and I kind of know who's been doing it. But I think it's like, are they just watching it because they're bored, or do they really like my content? And I don't know if that's just fear rolling in. But I've told Kimberly, and maybe this is terrible, but I think I've sent maybe 3 invites the whole time I've been a coach. Yeah. And I think God had been blessing me other ways that people have just asked me about it. So then I thought that I don't need to invite.
Yeah.
But I don't want to miss out on people, but I also don't want to come off as pushy. So right now that's kind of like where I'm at. And I don't want to be stagnant. Like, and so I just want to approach it the right way, and also in how God is leading me. And I feel like I need to give myself permission that it's okay to generate some of those conversations, because somebody might not even ask.
Yeah. Were you on our, I don't know, maybe you're not, she's not were you on the Power Hour I just did?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. We're going to send it to you and you're going to watch it, because I answered a lot of those questions.
Okay.
So you're kind of in the same boat as our other Mallory. Mallory Lamb came in, like, decided she was going to coach and hit SC32. Like, she's like, Rachel, I didn't even have to invite anybody. And so this month she's like, I don't have any Success Club points. How do I invite people? And I was like, okay, this is good problem to have, but it is a very different problem, because like people like me, I mean, yeah, I've hit Success Club 10. I don't know if I hit it every month, but I've been on a Success Club 10 strength for like 5 years. But you know, like, I didn't have like masses and masses of people, you know, responding. I had a lot of people responding, but they didn't sign up, right? So like I had to invite. And, you know, like you said, are they just watching because they're bored, or they're really interested in their content? I almost said, you should ask them, but don't ask them that way. That would be kind of weird. Are you just watching because you're bored? That would be a fun poll though one day, like to put in your stories. I want to know why you watch my stories. Do you enjoy my content? Are you bored? Are you tired of quarantine? Or like, that'd be a fun poll. Actually, we should all do that.
Okay.
But I think that I have been doing this for a long time, and I will tell you that you can put out every post about your challenge group. You can do stories about your challenge group every single day, but some people don't know they're invited until you invite them. It's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Like, I mean, like I have this challenger who loves, like, she's a discount coach, but she watched me for like 4 years. And I was always kind of afraid to invite her because she's pretty small, pretty, fit looking. And then one day I was just like, get over it, Rachel. This is what you tell your coaches to do. So I just invited her, and she was like, I would love to join. And she watched me for 4 years. And I was like, well, why haven't you told me till now? And so like people don't honestly know. And I remember a coach one time always gave this analogy of like, you're planning this awesome, like birthday party for your kid, and you talk about what it's going to be and all the animals and the balloons and the clowns, and you're just talking about it, but you don't ever invite anybody to come. Like, then that's kind of like, you don't want to be that girl, right? So you've got these crazy results. You and Kimberly both, like, well, Emma and everybody on this call really. And you are sharing your workouts, you're sharing what you're doing, you're sharing about how you're inviting God into this. And I will tell you, people are so intimidated by that. It's crazy. And so like, I feel like that's our job as faith-based coaches, is to say, come do this with me. Like I'll give you the tools that I'm using, but we're also going to pray, and we're going to share scripture and things like that. So yeah, definitely. If they're watching you every day, send them a message that just says, hey, I see you. If there's people, like, I see you watch my stories a lot. I'm so thankful. I hope I encourage you in some way. Have you ever thought about joining my boot camp, or are you open to learning more about it? Just ask them.
Okay. No, that's helpful. I think that's just what it is. To me, I know it's the enemy that just plants these little seeds of fear. And I know, Kimberly, we've had tons of conversations about this, that I don't ever want to come off as like a pushy person, and I don't want somebody to feel uncomfortable. And I know that's also part of it, just like getting over it. But I know that there's been so many benefits that I've had just in the short time that I've done, Shakeology, but even longer, the Beachbody workouts. I'm like, it's been a gift to me, and I want other people to experience that too, not out of like, come buy this, but seriously, it's the simplicity, the community, and all of those things.
And that's how I end my message when I send something like that to somebody watching my stories. I say, are you open to learning more? If not, that's totally okay. I'm just glad every day somebody asks me.
That's helpful. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Like, so I'm so glad, because I think it's been, I don't know, 6 or 8 weeks maybe that I've been doing this, and I've already seen where God has taken me in just these 2 months, because I was scared even to share my transformation. Like, I was almost embarrassed to put something like out there, which is dumb, because God has blessed me with wonderful like progress through this, and just even sharing my faith part of it. So I know He's brought me a long way through that, and I know there's going to be little bumps along the way that He's just going to take me over, and I'm just trying to trust in that.
Oh yeah. Satan is definitely going to, when you start getting outside your comfort zone, he's going to come at you. And we talk about fraudy feelings on our team. Like, I'm not good enough. She does it better. Like, she's going to think I'm salesy. The fact is, people are going to do something if you don't invite them. They're going to go join the gym. They're going to buy protein shakes at GNC. They're going to go to Weight Watchers, so why not invite them? And another coach is going to invite them if you don't. That's the worst. Yes. Somebody else gets your challenger because you were too scared to invite them. That's horrible. So yeah, those are all real feelings, valid feelings. I think that we all have probably been there. So you get a little bit of our wisdom,
which I appreciate. And I know I haven't been able to get on a lot of Zoom calls and stuff just because of the nature of my life right now and things. And, but I do go back and listen to the stuff that you guys record, and I take notes, and I appreciate it, because it's like, I'm trying to fill my cup some way of learning from all of you guys, because you guys have all walked it already.
Yeah. That's what we're here for. Don't get too full. Don't get too full. I used to watch all the things, and I was like, I'm frozen. So, but I'm glad it helps. Okay, McKenna, you wanna go?
Yeah. My kids are crazy today, so hopefully you don't hear that. Okay, so it's going well. I am in really good conversations. I feel like I feel like it's the same every month, right? Like, I feel a little bit bolder. I'm feeling better at talking about coaching. I feel like that's been good.
Yeah.
I'm so close to diamond, you guys.
I know
so
it.
Close.
You and Ashley both are.
So close. I'm determined to go this month, because I have Taylor, who's my new coach, and did she get on the call last night? Okay, good.
She did. Yes.
She texted me right before, and she's like, okay, is this call the same as the Monday call that you sent me the recording for, or is this something new? I was like, is this something different? But so I really think she can go Emerald this month easy. Like, before I even signed her up, she's like, I've been talking to like 10 people to see if they'll do it with me, and I hadn't even signed her up yet. Yeah. So I'm trying to help her get to Emerald. And I feel pretty good. Struggling, I think, I've got some people who have told me they want to do it and they're ready. And we've been talking like for days, and now they're ghosting again. And they're the same people who ghosted me the same way last month. It's like the exact same thing. Like, they ask, and then they fall off the end of the year.
The same people? So, you said it's the same people? Okay.
And so and there are people that like I know. And so I don't know how, I'm sorry, my son found the piano. I sometimes don't know how hard to push them. Because part of me just wants to be like, just do it, sister, right? Like, just jump in. But then I don't want to like push to the point where they're like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. You know what I mean?
No, those are the people who, like, they're always watching your stories, I'm sure. Like, once or twice a month. If they're watching my stories about my challenge group, I'm like, hey, girl, it's time. Are you in?
Oh my gosh, hold on. Holy crap. Sorry, let me.
It's okay. And what is that? I don't know. What are y'all doing? On here? Yeah. You can do it in the living room. Where'd she go?
I don't know.
So let's see. What was she talking about? Oh, people ghosting. I kind of answered it, I feel like already. But yeah, I follow up with them every month. That's what I do. Is that it, Henry? Yeah. I have to log in. I'm gonna let you just go get on the TV. Yeah, no, just get on the TV. It's fine. Okay. Okay. So she'll come back eventually. But so do y'all need help with anything else specifically? I wanted to talk to you guys about volume, like about some of these new things that are launching. Really, like how you can maximize that and help your business. There she is. So yeah. Did you have any more? Did you have anything else to say? Did I answer your question? I just follow up with them.
Yeah, I'll just keep following up. It's just so
and not in a pushy way.
Yeah,
like just,
yeah. There's
And
one girl who she asked so many questions, and they're all really good questions. So I was like, these are great questions. Keep asking. Because I love when people ask questions because then they're more like they're actually paying attention, right? They actually. And then she just stopped because we got to the point. I was like, hey. Like, all I need from you next is your email and this thing, and then we'll go, and then.
Try to use the $20 off sale.
Yeah.
To that advantage because
yeah,
it's a big savings.
I know, and especially since it was supposed to end last month and they extended it. It was so nice.
Yeah.
And so, like, one thing that I do, like, one of my gals who signed up this month, she has been talking to me for like weeks, and she's been so confused by everything. She's confused because she wanted to join the 10 pounds group. And anyways, it was confusing. So finally, like at my boys' baseball practice the other night, I was like, hey, can you get on the phone? And she said yes. So we got on the phone, and I think that gave her a lot of confidence in me, first of all. And then two, I just got to directly answer her questions.
Yeah,
so,
I offered that with one of them, but she hasn't responded to that. But I'll do that with the other one because I haven't done that with the other ones. Maybe I'll try that. But feeling pretty good. I feel like I've got enough momentum, and I've lots of conversations, and being pretty consistent, but it's the usual,
good.
you know.
So you all know what you're inviting to. You're like inviting to something daily in your stories, sending your weekly customer email, that kind of stuff. Okay. And then obviously like asking people to convert to coaching, like they're active in your challenge groups, or we're saying, hey, you'd make a great coach. Would you like to learn more about what I do? Right. So those are just kind of things I want you guys like in the habit of doing every week. So let's see, we have our sneak peek, not next week, but the week after that. So we'll do y'all game. What did y'all like what did we do? Be a coach for a week thing. You want to do that again or something different?
It's fine with me.
I think it went well. I think it was good. And then next Wednesday and the last Wednesday, we'll have a live call, but we are doing those during the daytime. So there's that. I have a lot I need to cover.
So
really.
So the 10th and the 24th are the live calls.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then when is our sneak peek going to be?
It's the week in between.
Okay.
So we have something every week for our teams to invite to. Yeah. Okay. The other thing is I'm going to make a Google sheet. Abby and I are making a Google spreadsheet for you guys to help us with the new coach mentorship. Mallory, if you don't want to, I don't think you have a coach in there, but if you do or don't, you're welcome to help us. I would love it. What we want you guys to do is like, we want to see you more in there. I like taking an active leadership role, and, we'll just create a spreadsheet and you can plug in, like, I'm going to go live about connecting at this time on this date in the group, or I'm going to do a live power hour on this date in the group or something. So just to kind of help you guys step up and lead, feel more confident, and then also for your coaches to see you leading, and then to help us too. To help us. And then we would love, like, would you guys like to take a training call for like one of the weekly trainings for the new coaches on a Wednesday night? I know like life is crazy with kids and stuff, but not that we need you to, but like if you would like that opportunity, because I know a lot of you guys want to be running your own trainings by the end of the year. Somebody said that, or sooner. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing one sometime.
So our flow is, okay. So our flow is the first week is a new coach kickoff call. We kind of go over everything. Second week is social media. Third is inviting. And the fourth week is kind of like, okay, let's wrap up the month. Like, what do you need help with? Let's close some sales, that kind of thing.
Okay.
That's what we do.
Okay.
And we have slides and all that stuff too. So, yeah. Okay. And then now I want to talk about how much time do we have left? Doesn't matter. It's okay. I'll just keep talking. So like we have some new things from Team Beachbody, obviously launching this summer. On Monday, we have that Weekender pack, and I shared my email with you guys. Like, so volume and obviously every month I have a goal, SC10. I want to recruit a certain number of coaches, but also like you guys, like Beachbody sets us up really well for success in regards to like getting new products into people's hands. So this month we have that Weekender pack. That launches on Monday. So I put that in my email, and I don't have a link for it. So I just ask people to let me know if they want to do it. And they basically just respond to me by email. But it's like if you have challengers who wanted to try Energize or Beach Bars or something, it's a little pack with everything in it, and it's like $25. So people are really quick to spend $25 rather than buying 3 boxes of Beach Bars, right? So I think it's a really good thing. You could do like a giveaway. I might do a giveaway in my challenge group for everybody that shares their meal plan this weekend. So I'll give you a Weekender pack or draw for a Weekender pack. But, like if 10 people buy that pack, that's, 190 PV, right? So that counts towards your cycle bonus and your volume increases, and it makes a big difference in your income. So like I would definitely, let your challengers know about that first. I probably won't market it a whole lot in my stories. I might do a little something, but that's typically more something for people already in my organization. I would definitely encourage all of you. I'm going to encourage all my coaches to buy one, just so you can talk about it in your stories. And when your challengers see you open it up or whatever, they're more likely to try something too. So it's just that lead by example thing. You buy a pack for $25. I guess it would be like what, $20 for us. And then if 5 other people do it, then you've paid for your pack and then some, right?
Yeah,
so,
I was gonna order a couple and use those for like send to new people or as send in the mail to people. I thought that was great.
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
They got rid of those little Energized packs for those 10 thing.
Makes me want to swear. I swore at Kimberly today. I was like, I said a bad word. I'm sorry. But yes, I think it's fun. They're fun. Like they're really fun. If you go to the beach or the pool or the whatever, you're like, I got my pack. Although that beach bar will melt in the sun. So, but anyways, that is fun. I think it's just fun, and it's a volume booster. So yeah. And then the other thing is salted caramel Shakeology. So it comes out the 20-something, 23rd, 25th, something like that. And I am going to put that, I'm going to tease that in my coach email next week. I will talk about it in my stories. Henry's so excited about it. I'll probably use my child. And I will also, obviously post in our team pages, because here's the thing. Usually with launches like that, it's the people who are already in our organization that buy. But my volume goes through the roof every time we launch a program, every time we launch a Shakeology flavor, those boxes of Shakeology, every time we have a new, Energized flavor or something like that. So I want you guys to be in the habit of marketing those things. And I know what's in your head. That feels salesy, Rachel. It is a little salesy, but people want to buy what you are buying, honestly. It's just a simple fact. Like if your challengers see you drink salted caramel, they're gonna be like, I need a box of that. Okay. So that's one thing I wanted to plant in your head right now, is to be thinking about how can I push this information out to my challengers and to my team. So like this afternoon in my challenge group, I'm going to make a post about Shakeology, the salted caramel, because it was in that mompreneur thing. And like, I'm just going to go ahead and post it and plant that seed and start gathering emails and information. Okay. So anything I do, I'll tell you what I'm doing. But if you have questions, let me know. But yeah, those are some fun things. Now the bevy, I'm not so excited about the bevy.
What is it?
Appetite suppressant something.
Oh.
I'm not excited about that. I'm not proud of Beachbody for that. But you know what? They're trying to market to different people, I think. So anyways.
So when these new types of products come out, Rachel, have you always just like, will you buy like a bag of salted caramel Shakeology and just like drink it in addition to, or just kind of switch things around from your normal?
I'll buy a box, maybe 2, honestly, because Matt and Henry will love it. And so I'll also save it for travel. I'll send some samples out like as incentives to challengers or to coaches. So I'll do lots of different things with it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And so like when I buy it, it contributes to my volume too. So, like you could order it through your spouse's account if you need to keep them active. Or if you have like a family member holding you steady, you could order it through their account. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on just a second. Okay. Do you want to help me coach today?
Yeah. Also, Zoom took away our 40-minute limit, so we don't have a limit anymore right now.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
Yeah, a little thing popped up said, a gift for you. Zoom took away your 40-minute time limit, so we can keep talking if we want.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I was like, I couldn't get it all out. Okay. So do you guys have any questions about any of that? Like, you are leaders. Of a lot of challengers, obviously, but also of some coaches now. And so like that's the biggest thing. They're going to do what you do. So if you have a team page, like post in there today about Shakeology. Well, actually I'd post about the Weekender thing. Email all your people this week. And when you buy it, post in your team page, post in your stories, like when you get it in and just kind of unbox it, that kind of thing. People are curious, and just like Energize, how many of your challengers drink Energize because you do it? I know most of mine do it, and so it's just kind of that lead by example thing. Okay. Anything else? Is that good? Are you guys aware? Like, are you checking your weekly paycheck, seeing where your money's coming from now? Yeah, it's exciting.
Yes. I'm trying to look, but I still don't feel like I understand everything, but I'm at least looking.
Do you want me to look, like share my screen and show you?
That would be awesome if you have time.
No, I have time. We have like lots of time now.
Yeah, I know. I still sometimes get confused as to where things are coming from. So it's, yeah.
Hold on. So you have to rent it? Yeah, you can rent it. Mm-hmm. They want to watch Apollo 13. We've been watching the launch and all that stuff, So like we had it for free. Maybe it was just like a tease.
Well, here's how dumb I am and out of the loop of everything. I didn't even know there was a rocket launching.
I feel like
I saw your story last week and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I wish I'd have known.
I don't know if I would have known if my mom and my mother-in-law hadn't like messaged me about it every few minutes. I mean, I love that kind of stuff, but I do feel like I just try to get my work done and then I try to unplug and like from everything. And I feel like I got out of the loop a little bit. Okay. All right. Hold on a second. So, Kimberly,
yes,
that call in the, Rising Stars about the volume and all that stuff.
I was so lost.
Yeah. I got to watch it again personally. And I know a lot now, but like, I still got to watch it again, but that's kind of like what, and I'm going to share can I share my screen, McKenna? Can you make me a co-host or something up? Those little dots.
Yeah. Can you remind me what button I'm supposed to push?
The little dots up by my face in the box.
Make host.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go. I'm sharing my income with you. This is like one of my CBCs. It's a little vulnerable, but this is like this is my first CBC. So like when you hit 2-star, this is the education thing too. When you hit 2-star, you actually open a second CBC. Like you sign yourself up as a coach under you in your first. And like, so I get a paycheck here and I get a paycheck there and I get a paycheck from Matt. All right. So like, I'm not like making bank like a lot of these people are, but we're doing pretty good. Okay. So, anyways, so if you look at, this is my paycheck for this last week. My face is turning red. I don't like to talk about money. So in my first CBC, this is like retail commission. I don't sign challengers up in my first CBC anymore. I sign them all up in my second one because all the volume, I can just show you this. This is a lot. You didn't sign up for this, but let me tell you, this is like all the volume that I generate in my second CBC flows up to Matt and it flows up to my first. So I'm like earning from it twice, 3 times really. Okay. That's confusing. I know. But see here, my name is in my downline. This is me and my downline. So like I built my second CBC to diamond. Like I'm one of my diamonds. Like I'm one of my diamonds whenever we rank advance. And so like all that volume, all those coaches, all the stuff that you do, if you're in that CBC, flows up to Matt, because he's at the top of my weak leg, which is why I tell you guys to do that. It also flows up to that first paycheck. All right. So that's really kind of confusing. You understand it when you do it. So just trust me on that. But you definitely, if income is your goal, you definitely want to shoot for 2-star very as quickly as possible. It took me a while to get there, but it's okay. I got there. So see this, the biggest percentage of my paycheck in my first CBC is the team bonus. That's all that volume from my second CBC and from, whatever's in there. Okay. So that team bonus is just based on volume. So it's volume from coaches in my downline. Okay. And anything you guys produce in your downline flows up to me as well. All right. So that's where the team part is so, so important. And if I click on these things, I don't know, it just shows the $18 cycle bonus over and over again. Okay. So that's $18 cycled that many times, just based on volume. Okay. Matching bonus, whenever my coaches, and this is just for my first CBC, so like Matt, he capped out. Dang it, I got to get him back to diamond. He capped out at $250 last week as an emerald coach. So if he was a diamond coach, he can make $2,000 a week. But I got to get him back to diamond. That's stupid, Rachel. Okay, so anyways, learn from my mistakes. So like Christy earned $126, so I got $1,260 from her. So that's where, like, when you have coaches who are generating income, then you earn a percentage of their income that they make. Okay, so that's the team part 2. Fast start bonus, that's just when you sign up so many. I got a fast start bonus from signing a new coach. And then retail commission, obviously, and then retail commission and subscription commission are different. So like if somebody's Vibe renews, then you get a percentage of that. Okay, so you get 40% of subscription. Okay, so those are different. And then retail is just customers. That only comes from customers, not coaches. But customers who are ordering, you get 25% of what they order. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I have a whole other one in my other CBC that reflects the same. And so that just start looking at it each week and see where your money's coming from, because it's going to tell you, like, if I want to make more money, I probably need to sign more coaches who are helping people too and hitting Success Club and generating volume as well. Like I always tell my coaches, I always want a good balance of bringing in customers and coaches, because if I just bring in discount coaches, then I'm not earning that commission from some customers as well. I like to have a good mix of PV versus TV. Personal volume is my volume and my customer volume. TV is team volume, anything from coaches in my downline. Okay. And the TV is what your bonus is based on. So that $18 cycle bonus comes from your team volume.
Okay. I have noticed when I looked, I think, Rachel, you pointed this out, I think I have like 4 people on one leg and 2 people on another. Because one side I've noticed like the numbers are really high and the other one's like 60. Like, and again, I don't know where this stuff is coming from.
That's good. Really good. Let me share that too. Okay, so you can tell what your strong leg is and what your weak leg is by looking at your volume. Your weak leg is going to be, so mine are kind of even in my first, let me go to my other one. Let me go to my second CBC. Hold on. It'll show you better. At one point in my first CBC, my left leg was my weak leg. So I'll show you what I mean. Oh, shoot. I just gave you my password. But let's see. asleep. My second, I again learned from my mistakes, you guys. My volume in my second CBC, my weak leg volume is like nothing, and it should be a lot. I should really work on this. Like somehow I've got all my. You guys are crushing it over on my right leg, Kimberly. You and like all the new coaches, for some reason, they're all on my right leg. And I like, that's great. That's great. But like you generate a cycle for 100 on one leg and 200 on another. And like, it just keeps taking from both sides until it runs out. So look how bad that is. Like this should be like 1,000 to 2,000, right? If I'm going to maximize on my volume. So because it's going to pull 100 from here, 200 from there, 100 from here, and I'm out. That's two cycles. I mean, that's nothing. I mean, that's just today. I saw the whole week. But so what I'm going to do to maximize my income is I'm going to start putting all my new coaches on that left leg, okay? Because it's the one that needs the volume. That way it's going to pull more cycles, more bonuses, okay? But you know which one is your weak leg by looking at the one that has the lowest amount of volume, okay? So if you look at your volume and your left leg is like this, that's your weak leg, and that's where you want to build. Because if your strong leg typically is fueled by your upline. So, if you look at your strong leg, it should have pretty good volume if your upline is working or has been working for very long. And so you want to just beef up that weak leg volume by putting coaches there after you get to diamond and stabilizing. And like all your yeah, that's what you want to do. Sorry, I'm just flaking a little bit. But yes, that's how you know which leg is your weak and your strong. So Kimberly is at diamond, or she dropped, but she's gonna get that back. But she has pretty strong, aside from like that emerald dropping. You have a lot of active coaches under you, right?
Yeah.
A lot. So now she wants to strategically place her working coaches. So, she's pushing for 2-star, 5-star, whatever. She wants coaches on both sides, okay? But if she's just signing up discount coaches, she wants to put them all on her weak leg, because that boosts that weak leg volume. And do you have pretty good volume on your strong leg?
I need to look. I feel like I don't know. Let me see if I can pull it up on my phone.
Yeah. Okay. I think I might be able to tell by looking at.
I feel like the last time I looked, it was a lot higher on the right leg.
Okay. So yeah, that's like your income strategy. You get to diamond, you stabilize it really well, and then you start to build your weak leg volume. Now, if you're pushing for rank, then honestly, you're just putting working coaches on both sides, but your discounts would go on your weak leg to boost that volume up, which is what I need to do, obviously. Take my own advice.
So like for this week that just ended through the 6-3, my right leg was 1,000 and my left leg was 135.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that 1,000 for the most part came from like where you're at in my organization and what I produced, but also those people you have on that side too. So yeah, you want to definitely like all your discounts go on that other leg. Yeah. Which side's your husband on? Left?
Left.
That's good. He's controllable. And that's good too, because like when you open your second CBC, never mind, I'm not going to confuse you, but like you place it like that guy was talking about, you place it under him. Yeah.
Okay. I know I'm like way out of my league here, but when you open a second CBC, what is it? Something business center?
Yeah. Business center.
How do you know when to open something like that? Like, why did you do that?
You can't do it until you hit 2-star and hold it for 6 weeks. When you become a lifetime 2-star coach, you get to open. That's why, like, if I hit 2-star in my second business center, I get to open a third. But dang it, my coaches aren't lined up right. Like, I thought I had it, and then somebody stopped working. And so, like, I could build it myself, honestly, because I have a coach on the left leg that has the structure. She's been diamond, and I could honestly build her back. And with her and Kimberly, because they're on different sides, I could do 2-star in my second CBC, but I really don't want to do that. Like, I want to build a coach who wants to be diamond and, do it that way. So if I hit 2-star in my second CBC, I get to open a third. And like where I place that third business center it will blow my income really increased when I opened my second business center. because again, all that volume where I was at in my downline just flowed straight up into my first, and I get it like 2 or 3 times over.
Okay.
Kind of confusing, but when you do it, you see it.
Right. No, and I know I'm on the lower end of the totem pole learning all these things, but just hearing you guys talk about this stuff, repetition just makes things sink in. But I know I'm not ready to do something like this yet, but down the road, like I know that I would want to use like to sign up through my husband. That's something I haven't pursued yet. So I'm just kind of waiting, but also just I wanted to learn a little bit more before I jumped in over my head and that I feel like I'm, completely sinking on doing something.
Yeah. Have you signed up your husband yet? Is that what are you saying?
No. I haven't yet.
So one of the advantages to doing it early is you saw that, I don't know if you saw, but Matt is at the top of my weak leg.
Yes.
So everything that I do under that weak leg goes up to his CBC. So he's not doing anything. He has enough coaches to be emerald and earn a bonus from my volume. But I'm not signing customers up under him. He's literally just capped out at $250 a week because of where he's at in my organization. So that's why I'm always like, if you have goals to build a business, put your spouse at the top. Okay. So if you haven't done it yet, and I'm being pushy, I know, but seriously, long term, it's such a payoff to have him there at the top. And your weak leg, if Kimberly's left leg, I don't know, you'd have to look at your volume to see what your weak leg is. But you put your spouse at the top you can't put him at the top now because you already have people there, but still he would be pretty close to the top, the beginning of your organization.
Okay. So is this month like a good month to do that because it is $20 off? I still have one more. No, I only have one more $10 off code to use. Am I allowed to use that on setting him up?
Mm-hmm.
Is that naughty?
No.
That's smart. That's what I think that, a lot of coaches struggle with. I don't want to be like Jenny Reed. She wouldn't mind me saying this. I'm not talking bad about her, but I was like, she wanted to be emerald. I was like, sign your husband up. I don't want to do it that way. She said, I was like, it's not doing it that way. It's not doing it. So you're not cheating. It's just a smart business move. Right. So really and truly, it's just strategy. It's business strategy. And yeah, you can use it on him. I mean, if you want to use it, offer it to some other people first. You're still going to be able to sign him up with $20 off. So that's a big thing. I usually suggest doing a 3-day refresh pack, or you could do an ultimate portion fix pack if you wanted to get access to that program. There's all kinds of things you could do. Just do a challenge pack so you get 2 Success Club points.
Okay.
Yeah. McKenna, you were going to say something.
Oh yeah. So when I signed my husband up, I didn't sign up for the challenge pack, but I was at Success Club. I was at SC4. It was the last day of the month, and I'd been postponing signing him up because I was so scared we wouldn't have the money to keep it. And finally I was like, babe, I'm doing it. And so the way that I signed him up, Mallory, sorry, so loud. I just signed him up with the $40 coach fee because I didn't want to buy a second Beachbody on Demand. And then we buy our beach bars through him. Mm-hmm. So I bought enough beach bars that it gave us a Success Club point. So I hit SC5, but I didn't sign him up with BOD because we didn't need it. And we didn't have all that money to spend on it. But so there is more than one way to do it. If you can do the whole challenge pack though and get 2 Success Club points, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. But there are, I did it a little different, but it still got me to SC5.
Yeah.
And then he's still a coach. And we buy our beach bars through him.
Okay. Yeah. That's kind of what I was wondering because I was more of I don't want a second Beachbody membership, but I do understand the Success Club point part of it is probably helpful.
You could do, I know some people do a 3-month Beachbody on Demand challenge pack. You could do that. But I would rather have I don't love a 3-day refresh, but I would rather have a 3-day refresh or, like I said, since they are $20 off, it's a good time to get that ultimate portion fix or 2B mindset or something. He's so cute. But yeah, definitely. And yeah, we didn't have enough money for both of us to be drinking Shakeology when I signed Matt up, but I would order Energize through him. We didn't have beach bars then. I'm trying to think what I would order through him, or I would order a box of Shakeology 1 month so I could ship it out to challengers 1 by 1 or something, so just as long as you keep him active with something.
Okay. No, that's helpful. Thank you.
You could do like when I signed Eric up, I did do a bod challenge pack just because I don't know why I did, but we did, but it never gets used. But like, if you wanted to, like, you could cancel your Recover and your Energize and order a performance challenge pack under him, and so then you're not spending that money twice, and you're getting the $20 off. And you with your Shakeology, you're still going to have your points that you need. So
Okay.
you know, there's different ways to do it.
Yeah, no, I like that idea because I did think like how I already order the performance pack, that I would just switch it over to a challenge pack on that side with the performance line, or the containers. I don't have the containers. Just because I was trying to be conscientious with money before I just looked up the measurements and followed the stuff that way just by using my measuring cups. But I know as a coach at some point I would like to just purchase them to, you know, have them and market and all that stuff.
Well, and that, if you want that, I would, like Rachel was saying, the Ultimate Portion Fix program, it's $20 off. I think it's still $160, but you get a bag of shakes, and I think you can do a performance line with that. Can't you, or can you not? Yeah, you can. I did that for a customer. But so you would get your performance line, and then you also get a cookbook, and you get a workbook, and you get a logbook instead of containers. So that might be a really good option too.
It's really good. And like when you do, if you have those things and you talk about them and you share, more people are going to be more likely, you know, like just because I did this lose the last 10 pounds, I haven't talked about my UPF stuff in a long time, but you know, like we had team members who unlocked Ultimate Portion Fix, which was a volume thing. And also like, I love that you guys like go through it. I think it's really good to go through. I would not recommend getting certified. You can, but, I think it's a really good nutrition course for you to go through, and it makes you a little bit more knowledgeable too, you know, in your content and in your challenge groups and helping people that you get to serve. So yeah, I think it's a really good thing.
Okay. No, this is really helpful. I appreciate everybody's insights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got advice to give, don't we? Probably too much. But anyways, all right. Well, I think that's all I've got. So we'll market some new stuff. We'll keep going Emerald again. You know, like that's, I know you guys, have you and Ashley talked about her, like, has she set a date for Diamond yet? I don't think I can't remember if she gave me a specific date. I got to get her on that. She's like right there too.
Yeah, I'm hoping she can just do it with me because end of the month, I'm like determined. And so hopefully she can just say,
yeah. I think having that date, having that date makes a big difference. Like saying, I want to do it by this date.
Yeah. I'll text her today.
And
let her know this is up and I can send it to her.
Mallory, if you want to, like, I'm sure you guys have talked about it already, but like fill out your Diamond bubbles, bring them next time, you know, like you set you a date for Diamond too.
Okay, because I still don't quite understand how to get to Diamond. You guys, I'm serious. Like, I'm trying so hard between all the craziness of life and surgery. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing what God tells me to do.
I think you're doing good. And too, like, we're going to do that Why Diamond call the third Monday for a team call. So, you know, like that'll help clarify some things, but I think it's really important. I think I spent too long in my own business shying away from putting those goals in front of coaches. And I think that it just like plants a seed, you know, like I know that's my next goal. May not know how to get there, but I got to start thinking about it. And, you know, like you honestly are crushing it, which makes it harder for a new coach because you are really close, but you don't necessarily know what you're doing when it comes to Diamond yet. Right. But that's okay. Like, that's okay. That's what you have Kimberly for. And that's, you know, we'll talk about this, but just, y'all sit down and fill out your bubbles. And then I think she would see a little bit better.
Okay. Well, if it helps at all, I wrote on an index card before my surgery. Oh, my son's tapping at the door. Sorry. I wrote on an index card. I want to have 20 people signed up by September. I don't know if that's doable or not, but that's what I wrote down.
Totally doable.
You got this. You got this for sure. Yeah. All right. I'm going to say a prayer and then we can all scatter our different directions. Okay. God, thank you so much for this hour. Thank you for this business that brought these beautiful women together. And God, I pray that above all else that we would, like Mallory said, just do what you tell us to do. Help us to be good stewards of our bodies, of our families, of our finances, God, but also to be good stewards of this business, God. Help us to not be afraid to set goals, but to do it in a way that pleases you. And God, I pray that you would bless the work that we do each and every day. Bless the bless the goals, bless the work, bless the conversations, the relationships, the content that we put out, God. And whenever we miss a goal, help us to remember that that is not what defines our worth or our success, God. And when we hit the goals, help us to be quick to give you honor and glory for making that happen, God. I just thank you so much for your blessings and how you blessed me in this business, God. And I pray that you would please help me to lead these women the way that you have called me to. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, you guys. I'm going to see you later.
Bye.
Bye. Wait, let's take a picture.
Oh.
I'm so bad at that. All right, hold on. Okay. Let's do a boomerang. That would be fun. What are we going to do? What do y'all want to do? Okay.
What?
All right. 1, 2, 3. That's really cute. Okay. All right. Bye, you guys. I'll see you later.
Bye.